We are recording too. So welcome to Walk the Talk Show. I have a special one with my old young buddy David Delcourt of Siva Cycle. And we're actually at Hotelfin at my home, and we're Skyping in David's co-founder or partner, Aaron Latzke. Hope I said that correct. Yeah, so we'll be cutting that in separately. And then behind the camera, we have a guest star, Ryan Van Duzer of Ryan Van Duzer. He's an amazing adventurer, and he's just helping me operate our fancy new camera for the first time. So, David, tell me, what is this thing? Is it a bicycle?
No, so Siva Cycle is a bicycle accessories company for the modern connected cyclist. And our first product...
Have you ever said that before?
Yes.
Okay.
Why?
It sounded professional.
Thanks.
Yeah.
And our first product is the Atom, which is a lightweight, highly efficient bicycle generator that powers USB rechargeable devices and a removable battery pack. For once you're off the bike, you're at the coffee shop, you're at work, whatever, you've got power in your pocket. And that's all recharged with your own legs, your own sweat.
So this is a prototype in your hands, right?
That's correct. So
it came out of a 3D printer.
It's a high-res 3D printer. The insides, though, the generator itself, we designed as a working generator. And the electronics are actual. So this thing actually works. If I turn it, you get a little power there.
So Aaron, maybe you could tell us a bit about how it works and what it does.
Yeah. So basically, as you ride, it's just taking a little bit of your forward motion on the bicycle, and it's going to convert that into electricity that we just put through our power electronics and makes it perfectly. So you can plug in your phone, you can plug in your GPS, anything with a USB cord, just plug and go.
And does it slow? Dumb question, but does it slow down your bike at all?
So because there's no perpetual motion machine, so that's against the laws of physics. Every bit of energy that you produce takes a little bit of energy, so it does a little bit, but it's not anything more than would be environmental issues, such as like the rough street that you're riding on would actually drag it more than what this would provide. Yeah.
Right. So David, tell me how did you two meet? How did you and Aaron meet? How did this come about?
Well, it's a funny story. Aaron and I have a mutual friend who knew about my desires to kind of get generators, use the bicycle as energy infrastructure essentially for the developing world. And the concept was, take these, a Tom's Shoes type model, and we're doing that now, and donate, bicycle generators, use that to power kind of for those who need it most, if you will. Put power in the spokes of those who need it most. Mm-hmm. Aaron went to Belgium on a work trip and saw these old bottle cap generators, they're called, which flop on the hub, make a lot of noise, a lot of friction, and thought to himself, well, there's got to be a way to do it. That's 1940s technology we're still using today. What about something for the 21st century cyclist? And that he told our mutual friend Obi the same thing I had told him in terms of wanting to get this out. And so from there, we had literally one phone conversation and decided to start Siva Cycle. I mean, it was kind of a no-brainer.
So you guys barely knew each other, or didn't know each other at all?
Yeah, we had met once. We had met once at a bar, like 2 years before. And then we actually talked on the phone probably for a good 6 to 8 months before we met in person.
Wow.
And
things are moving quickly, right? So you Kickstarted this?
That's right. Yeah, so we chose early on Kickstarter because we figured, we really wanted to get the validation from the customer. Instead of trying to go, spend 6 months trying to raise money from, a couple of people who, were interested in this, whatever, we said, okay, get it out there. Let's get the pre-orders in, essentially, and make sure we're not going crazy, that this is a good idea, that people want these on their bikes. And we have had awesome response. I mean, we beat our goal.
You've made like $10,000 or something?
So our goal was 85,000.
Right.
And right now as of today, we're above 110,000. So
that's amazing. $110,000. So then, and you have one more week.
That's
so
right.
Part of the goal with this video, since we go back a bit, is to support Siva. David and I checked it out on my bike yesterday. It's pretty awesome. I mean, for those of you who are frustrated by your iPhones or whatever, dying every day, or like you said, Aaron, GPS or whatever else, this is a great solution. And I'm personally, as a 365 day a year cyclist, I'm looking forward to like the second generation when you do the lights, if you embed lights in there or a way to power up our lights. It's pretty exciting to me. Right now my bike lights are all USB, so I guess that would work already.
You can use this now.
That's awesome. All right, I'm in the first generation. So, Aaron, you have anything else to add to this story that I haven't asked? Probably a lot.
Oh yeah, I mean, where do I start? But really, what it is, what Dave and I like to think about. This is a step in the right direction. This is it's not the solution, but it's a step in the right direction to provide, just empowerment of the individual on their bike. To know that they're taking that a little step that they can to feel like they're doing, contributing to, the movement that needs to happen, and so we're pretty stoked on that, to be able to provide a product that allows people to do that, and then ultimately, this larger mission that we want to get to, which is the developing world and bicycle as infrastructure for distributed energy, and we're pretty stoked what we're starting with, and can't wait to take it to the next generations. So
tell me more about. How is that going to benefit the third world or whatever? Is that happening now or is that in the future?
So as of now, and as far as I'm concerned, into the future, for every 10 of these that's purchased, we're going to donate one to a community in need. And we've got a couple of conversations going with basically charitable organizations that donate bicycles already in the developing world, so they have infrastructure in place, they understand the communities there, and they can actually distribute it on bikes that they're giving. So those we're working out, and we'll be announcing hopefully who it is. But the idea is, you've got cell phones, you've got lights, you've got a lot of basic things that people are using for communication, for medical purposes, for finance purposes. All of this disaster relief, a lot of it's through cell phones now, and people can't turn those on because they don't have access to electricity. So it's just providing a basic good that we take for granted here. But over, in Africa or in India, there's lots of areas where people are paying top dollar just to charge their phones, and something like this is just a no-brainer.
Well, same in Tibet. I know, they never got like normal phones basically. So suddenly a whole generation had cell phones. Even the monks or whatever, some of them, and giving them energy independence and getting them off the grid. I love that it kind of diversifies the, energy infrastructure, so that you're creating your own energy. You're not dependent on. I mean, it's great for disaster relief, whether it's in the U.S. in like a Hurricane Sandy kind of thing, or Hurricane Sandy. That was like the photos we were all seeing, as everyone was desperate to charge up their phones, so they could talk with loved ones or emergency services or get food. I mean, it's so basic. So, well, thank you so much, gentlemen. You guys have anything to add that I've left out or haven't asked?
Just thanks, and we'll look forward to sharing this with on our end too, Elephant Journal.
Yeah, awesome. Well, elephant readers will love it, I'm sure. Thank you. Thanks, Aaron.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, David. Good work.
Have a good one.
Yeah. Thank you, Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan.
And Redford. Oh, yeah.
Yes,